ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second semi-finals of this Paul Bitok International Tournament here at the NYAYO Stadium Kindo Arena. We have just experienced the first semi-finals featuring
Kenya Prisons and Trailblazers.
Where Prisons took it with 3 sets to nil. We don't know what to expect in this particular match.
Well, it is between Kenya Ports Authority and Kenya Defence Forces. It's of course going to be a heated match. We've seen how they've played in the league matches against each other, and it's always been, ended with KPA dominating and winning the matches. Whether that's going to happen here is something that we wait to see, but it definitely is going to be an interesting match. What are your predictions about this?
Well, anything is possible, considering the players who are not featured in the league matches due to the constraints that have been put aside by the likes of Kamara and Omolo featuring in this match.
Yeah.
A very needed added advantage for KPA side. So it can go either way. We have seen also KPF bring up a good fight in the past. So
yeah, and also in the middle blocking area, they also have Match Iwen, who's featured for them in the previous tournament as well. They do not have the player they had from Uganda, I think,
yes,
who also played in the middle area there. But we expect that this is going to be super heated. And of course, we are going to leave this place and go to the commentary desk to bring you this live as well and all the action here. But yeah, so let us know where you're watching us from.
Please tune in with the number. We are promising to bring a thriller match. Expected to be a rather thrilling match. So see you at the commentary desk.
Yes, and of course, it's my colleague Florence Bosire. Remember to hit that subscribe button because we are going to bring you a lot more of this. This is the semi-finals, the second semi-finals, and so even the finals, we are going to bring you that live from NYAYO Stadium. My name is Diego Emmanuel for TVC, and of course, so yeah, stay tuned.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again for the semi-final match, second semi-final match between KDF and KPA in the Bitok International Tournament 2023 edition at the NYAYO Indoor Arena. The first referee is Judy Tarus. The second referee is Akida. Well, we've seen the end of the first semi-final featuring TBC against Prisons Kenya. Prisons Kenya took the match with 3 straight sets, not quite a good day for TBC. Well, we wait to see who is going to take the second slot as the finalist of this particular championship. This is your presenter and commentator, Florence Morabusire. We wait to see both teams having taken the court ready for the start of this match. Seeing Kamara on court in this championship. It's important to know that they are allowed to play this championship, having been not a league match. There was a player from Uganda in the past. Remember that this match was meant to be played earlier on, but due to unavoidable circumstances, which was the death of the Kenya Volleyball Federation President Waithaka Kioni, may he rest in peace, it was meant to be played then everything literally came to a standstill until this point. There is the coach KDF, former player, international player, Elisha Aliwa. And so is the coach for KPA, Jameson Terre, having featured in even professional matches. Yegon, what do you think about the match today?
The indoor arena is filled up and it's continuing to fill up. I think we still have a few empty seats there, but definitely going to be an interesting match. It has just served off. You can see there Maxwell raining in hard against the blocks of one Brian Kamonde and Doita there. He's been able to beat them to that. So KDF have started this. Brian Kamonde has just paid it back. Even before I finished that statement, he has been able to pay that back in equal measure.
Well, Twitter at the service easily picked. Well said. Woo! Very
quick finish again by KDF there. And like you said, this one is going to be thrilling match. For sure, this one will be a thrilling one because each side is capable of winning this. There's no underdog. Look at that. And the fact that you have Kamara on court, you have Omolo. Is Omolo starting, by the way, for
Omolo
KPA?
Is not at the starting
he's not in the starting lineup yet, but he's on standby to be able to help with that when he's called upon. Brian Gamonde with the service. It's too early to decide who is going to
really
win
too
it.
Early, seeing as
Kelvin Omuse for KDF.
Both teams bringing in their A game.
Yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting one for sure.
Well, I think that we'll wait until mid-set to know who really will run away with this first set.
Yes. But it's packed with action. For sure, and we're glad to be bringing you this one-man block. It's Agri Kibunge for
AKA
KDF.
Pasta.
AKA Pasta. Stopping Kamara there. Look at that, and there was no one there to pick that up. But it's quite some action there from Agri Kibunge. It's 4-2. An early lead for KDF. Chris Owala, the man with the fastest attack thus far in this tournament. Last time we checked, 114 kilometers per hour. That's how fast his attacks were flying.
Kamara at the service court. It's a jump serve, a simple spin.
Just a float there. Kibunge.
Ball is
there is a net touch by Agri Kibunge himself.
Probably the ball was too close to the net. He did
rather easily
struggle to set it. The scores stand at 4-4. Both teams hesitant.
Nicely picked up by Maxwell there. It's Kibungei. They couldn't defend it, and putting the libero literally in the line of fire. I am certain that this match has more fans than the previous one because of the action that we are seeing
expected.
here.
I hope it does deliver the action that.
Yes, I hope that it meets the expectations.
I hope it does. I hope it does.
Fans. Kelvin Omuse
serving
net
right on the net. 5-5. Well, there we go.
This one is building
powerful
up to
serve. Well received.
Easily picked up by
the ball
Agri
is
there.
play.
And Lemoy was not able to do justice to that. And you can see that Bosire there, the other Bosire.
The other Bosire on court.
Second Bosire for the day on court. Well, we have the other one who is here with me in the commentary desk. Sends it out of court, Maxwell.
Dangerous jump right there. Koita almost landing on his feet. We know how dangerous that can be. With the ankle.
Yeah, you do not want to have any injuries. So it's 6-6. Everyone here is taking it 1 point at a time.
1 point at a time.
Oh, there is a net touch by Gamonde, I think.
Gamonde did touch the net. Kibungei proving to be unstoppable. They do understand his capacity of play and how lethal it can get both on the front court and back court.
Oh, it is still in court, but yeah, their block formation is working for them today, KDF. Though it raining in hard, but look at that. 2 points between the two teams. KPA still in the lead.
KDF in the lead, actually.
KDF, yes, sorry, KDF.
And they broadened that margin to 3 points ahead.
It's 9-6. So what's it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us, this is the second semi-finals between the second semi-finals of the match, the Paul Bitok tournament between Kenya Defence Forces and Kenya Ports Authority. That was quite a gamble by Elijah Bosire there. And I can see the setter in this room just wondering why that was done.
Well, a lot of elements come into play when you're on court. You don't quite understand what is happening. The people from...
An easy one from Doita.
Outside
all
the court.
Experienced Doita.
Well, if it plays anyway close to how he played in the 6th leg of the league,
yes,
then they are taking this home. Owala and Doita were very instrumental in that win.
It is still in court. It actually is still in court, but there is a net touch.
Another net touch. KDF have started really strong, probably sensing that they are not the favorites in this match. A lot of fans rallying behind KPA. Simple serve, Owala. Bosire.
Chris Owala with all the power, sending that ball way above the net to the infrastructure on court. In this arena, I mean, they have very many options today, Kenya Ports Authority. And like the lean team they were playing with in the 6th leg.
Indeed.
So we expect that they should perform. They should perform better in this leg. I mean, in this tournament, because they are going to field everyone.
They are free really to field whoever they want. There are no restrictions whatsoever.
Maxwell, it is Maxwell.
Beautiful set, a very beautiful set.
Owala is not able to stop Maxwell there. And today he seems to have started off really well, because in the previous, especially in the sixth leg where they lost, was it to KPA again?
They did lose to KPA. The sixth leg,
yeah,
yes.
so he played rather poorly, but today we've seen really powerful attacks from him, and also in terms of blocks. Owala picks it up. Is it Owala? It is Owala.
Again.
This time around, straight to the line.
Well, it does.
There is a net touch.
On court, unless there's a net touch.
I almost thought so as well. Look
The
at
the linesman indicated the ball was out of court.
that. That ball was actually on court. I think so. Just on the line. Libero picks it up. It is Chris again. It is Chris again. Definitely.
This time round.
This time around, he gets blocked out.
Well, 13, 9.
9.
Should be 10, I suppose. Yes, 10 for KPA.
Oh yeah, 10, 13. So 3 points again.
3 points. Lead very early in the match.
Even in the leg that we saw, they led for quite some time before, Kenya Ports Authority caught up with them and went ahead.
There was probably
There's a net touch by.
He actually crossed while trying to attack that ball.
Yes.
That makes it 11-13. KPA slowly picking up pace.
Kenya Ports Authority are able to serve consistently with the services that we've seen them do, then they will destabilize that reception.
There you go.
Look at that.
There you
That's
go.
what I said there. It's 12 for KPA and 13 for Kenya Defence Forces. It's Brian Gamonde with the service. The second one, you can see him wink at his colleagues there. Right, a show of confidence. That is Joy Lusenaka. Kenya Prisons ladies, Prisons queens, if you want. It actually hit the antenna.
Touch the antenna.
It is Kelvin Omuse with that ball.
And that set was a brilliant set.
Yes, so that turn that he did in his swing sent that ball to the antenna and effectively out of play. So it's 13 ups?
13-13. Quite a close margin seems that they...
Solid block by Kamara there and Chris Owala. And Kamara is the player that would actually, be beating you and just, he can't even smile. He can't
no
even,
emotion,
there's
no reaction
emotion.
whatsoever. It seems like it does it so smoothly, so effortless.
Yeah, I like the discipline. I like the composure. So even if he loses a point, he'll just,
calm
it off
and collected.
And then prepare for the next. Yeah.
He never lets the match get to him, no matter what, whether doing good or bad.
And you won't see him going to the referee ever. That's one unique thing about him. Very nice, quick finish by Lemoy there for KPA, and of course very clinical sets by the other Busire. We've established that you are Kadogo.
The other half
you are
of Busire, because now
of the
he
twin.
is my arm.
Yes. So
well, interesting.
Kamara.
Another serve on the net. That I think
look at the way he even with the error,
it is never that
cool,
serious.
Calm, composed, shaking hands with the coach there.
The score stand at 15-15. Kelly Omuse at the service.
The service, nicely received.
Busire sets it.
Is Chris
Too
Owala.
close to the net.
Is there a net touch?
Well, that.
I almost thought that there was one.
Out.
Sends it out of court. Samuel, the libero and captain, KDF. It's out of court.
Ball is out
All
of court.
referees are indicating that it is out of court.
The referees are indicating that the ball is out of court unless there was another mistake.
So Charus there making that correction.
It is a rather heated game. So
yes.
And the referee is human. She's only human, prone to make mistakes. So we give her that.
Way out of court.
Unfortunately,
is yet to get his jump service rhythm that we saw him do in the sixth leg. He actually had a field day.
He did have a field day.
Because in the third and final set, or was it the fourth set, he actually had several aces. actually just across
And you could-
across the whole match. Doita there and Kelly Omuse distracting his colleague Agri Kibunge.
And you can never overlook what Doita will do in the air.
Yeah.
Because most people think that due to his nature of jumping slowly and spinning those balls, he knows exactly what he's doing. When Lemoy steps out,
Steps out for Kipchumba. Kelvin.
Chumba steps
Kevin
on court.
coming in to serve.
KPA leading 17. Kenya Defence Forces 16. It's a jump serve. Easily picked. Kibunge.
Who is it? Oh, what a block! It was a beautiful block until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't indeed.
Yeah, but he took advantage, Maxwell, there of the height of Elijah Bosire there.
Indeed.
So Brian Gamonde was sort of overshadowing Bosire. They had almost managed to stop it, really.
Wow, there is
Beautiful,
Kamara.
beautiful play from the backcourt.
Emotionless. The poker face. I think you should call him the poker face.
Wow.
He never shows emotion,
Look
no
at
matter what.
what Bosire does there, and they're not able to pick it. Another one. They claim that there is a net touch. The fans are complaining that it seems that the second referee there
He's biased in
is
his
biased
judgment.
in some way.
And there
in
seemed
fact,
to be
there
a
seemed to have
contact.
been contact affecting the KPA side actually, but the referee has made that decision. It's 18 all, and it is Kimtai for KDF with a service. So he has replaced Agri, the setter. What a very quick finish by Brian Gamonde again. You remember he came through for his team in the final set last time
He did.
with the blocks, massive blocks, and
Well,
now
you-
this is such a brilliant hit.
And that jump, that
Vertical,
jump,
yeah.
it goes high.
That was a beautiful finish by
It was a
Gamonde.
wonderful finish. Toita at the service, serving it.
Maxwell picks it poorly.
Ball
Still
is
in
in
play. Oh, are they
Well
finishing
set.
well?
Again.
Yes, it's Doita.
It's a block out.
Um,
I think it is a block out.
It's a block out and it's 19 all.
19-19. Agri. Kibunge there. Very fierce.
Very fierce with his pipes. Oh yeah, he's actually in the front court.
Another change. Omolo comes in for
Brisawala.
Brisawala. He has been missing in action because of the ruling by KBF that no player who has played professional can feature in this season's league. The problem at the referees.
Doita there having a conversation with the referee. Maxwell with a service. Omolo picks it
Omolo
up.
picks it.
I think the mistake that you would make is to serve it to Omolo because
He's a very accurate,
very accurate
very
receiver.
accurate in his receptions.
Because he would really pick that up, direct it to the setter, and whatever will come at you
You will not anticipate.
Yeah, I mean, you have Doita on the opposite there.
A service for
Quite a lot of
Gamonde.
power, and now we have a very solid block. Gamonde with a service. We've seen him serve thrice in the previous one. We have an issue there with the way
It's a double
they set
touch.
that,
It's a double.
and they go 2
Contact.
points clear. KPA.
That's 21, much needed. You need
It's a good lead
you
at
need
this
to
point.
make a break
Kimtai
in.
steps out. Agri comes back in to set for KDF. Kelly Omuse there being trusted, I think, by the setter, as well as
Gamonde.
Agri Kibunge on the other side.
Well served.
Maxwell picks it. It is. Oh, it is still in play. Very nice
Picks it again.
by Bosire there. Oh, it. I almost for a moment thought that it, spun on the net, but it actually crossed to the other side. But they're still leading by 1 point. KPA.
2021.
I can almost bet that this will go to 22-20, unless they make mistakes like they have just done in reception.
Omolo.
Agri picks it up. It is Agri who goes to finish.
Ball
It
is still in play.
Is it going to be Omolo? It is an easy one, but yeah, they
There
try.
you go. 22 predictions were rather accurate.
Yeah, they almost made a mistake in reception there. I think it was Toita.
It was Toita.
Macha Yuen coming in, and Jeffrey Jeff.
Another player who
Another change. Jeffrey Jeff replacing Elijah Bosire, and Ayuen there replacing Kamara. He goes to
22.
serve Ayuen. Really good player who's featured for Strathmore University for the last, I think, 4 years. Very nice middle blocker as well. And he has very nice services.
Well, that was an error in covering.
Yes, the backcourt there had quite an issue, but still with 1 point ahead, they can afford to make a mistake. Just a slight
looking at the margins and where the set points are, then that is rather a costly mistake. You want to maintain as much a lead as you can. Is there a timeout? We do not know. Seems to be a slight injury there.
Yeah.
A minor injury.
Who is it? Is it the libero?
Looks like Omolo, if I'm not wrong. Looks like Omolo's very common injuries on the fingers there. So need to wrap it up a bit. 21 KDF, Kenya Ports Authority, 22.
And they have made a change to bring in Mika Lagat to serve on behalf of, or rather to replace Kelvin Omuse there at the service court.
Trying to, as much as
really
they can.
Good with his services, Mika Lagat. But at this point, what matters is whether they are able to defend.
Indeed, the backcourt defense is very important. Even the reception really is what sets pace for the execution of the other skills. If there is no reception, then basically everything else is dead. Well, a lot of you joining in, watching this live broadcast of this second semi-final match. Asanteni sana kwa kujiunga nasi. Enoch atacheza. Kelix, unfortunately, Enoch will not be playing. From what I've seen so far, he's not in uniform.
He's not in uniform, but he's present at the touchline there to encourage his colleagues.
A lot of people backing up KPA. And we can only say may the best team win, right?
Yes.
May the best team win. KDF putting up quite a strong fight. We're back on the match.
Mika Lagat with that service, nicely picked up by Doita, and it is. Oh, Kamara there tries to rein in hard, but stopped there by that solid block. Look at that. I would have thought that it would have gone to Omolo on this other end. So it's 22-22. Now it's a timeout.
Let's see the boys celebrating that point. KPA trying to figure out how to best correct on their mistakes. William Orek says thank you very much. Our super commentators, KPA has a very good chance to reach to the finals, but my worries is they are not sure which services. Enjoy it at KBTC.
That nice service, and then it is Lemoy with a very quick finish.
23.
Very quick finish for KPA.
just 2 points shy of taking this first set. This first set will set the pace, basically, for how the match moving forward will look like. For one team, it's going to boost their morale. For another, not so much.
Well, Omolo there with that jump service. Maxwell picks it up. Are they able to defend it?
Goes off
They are
court,
not able to defend it. Goes out of court.
There was a touch on
there
that
was
ball.
a touch on that ball.
Seems to be a touch on that ball. Let's look at the replay. Well,
Was there a touch?
23-23.
It's 23-23. Whoever steps ahead and is able to defend effectively. While also hoping that they do justice with a service.
It's in the picked. It's going to be Toita.
Chris Owala.
Definitely Toita. A simple dodge.
It is Toita actually.
Classic of Toita.
Experience. Paying off.
Everyone is anticipating a hit. Toita simply places
it there. And now they cheer them on, the fans cheering KPA on. Are they able to defend it? Lemoy with the service. Samoy picks it. It is very quick. Very quick. Brian Gamonde was a little bit slow in defending that. But let's see.
And it's a tie at 24. We take this to 26.
Set point is 26. 25, I think.
Who's serving for
It's Agri.
ADF?
Agri Kibunge. No, it's actually not Agri.
There was a rotation from his service. A simple serve. Well seen. Nice set.
Goes for it.
Toita.
Oh, what a beautiful. There's actually.
Well, a lot of tension in this match. Really seems to be getting to the fans.
Look at that. Let's just have a look at that again.
There was a touch.
There was a touch actually, and it actually landed on court again.
The referee corrected her mistake.
The referee,
quite
Tarus, correcting her
fast.
mistake. Jeff with a service. Poorly received.
Error in the serve. Kibunge.
Maxwell, and he is blocked.
A wrap.
And it is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
KPA take the first set 26-24.
26-24. And again, looking at Kamara there and Brian Gamonde. Quite a tall wall there. Solid wall. Quite a good start for the Dockers KPA. Although we also have to give it to KDF because they've put up quite a fight. Unlike what we saw previously in the sixth leg. We'll see what we are going to bring you the stats. William Orek. Asante sana. Jepisho saying KPA to win. Dorin Haimba unasema ni moto kama pasi. 26-24 in favor of Kenya Ports Authority. And we are going to run the stats for you in a bit so that then you're able to see what's happening.
Felix anasema hii sasa ndio inabamba. I don't know what he's comparing or referring to.
Probably the first match.
The first match wasn't quite as exciting as it was meant to be.
Here are the statistics, Flo.
Here are the match statistics. KDF 0, KPF run with the first set. Points are 26 KPA, 24 points for the Ulinzi volleyball team. Attacks we're having 12 for KDF and 13 for KPA. Blocks we're having a tie at 3. Service ace we're having 1 for KPA and none for KDF. Opponents errors both tie at 9-9, showing the quality of this match, seeing the end result 26-24, both teams being key in the execution of tactics.
Oh well, yeah, we are going to take a quick short break, but yeah, do not go too far and continue giving us your predictions of what the outcome of this match would be, and also where you're watching from. So do not go too far. We'll be
The second set of the second semi-final match of the Paul Bitok International Tournament featuring KDF and KPA. KPA having taken the first set. The second set is just about to start with KDF serving.
Jepish anasema tunataka game moto final, and they are predicting that it will be KPA versus Kenya Prisons. Of course, Prisons tayari wamejikatia tikiti ya finali. But yeah, welcome to the second set. It is Doita.
With a very
all experienced Doita there, hitting that ball off of the fingers of the setter KDF Agri. You can see him flinching his fingers there. But the all experienced guy, Doita there, really stepped up for his team in the sixth leg.
Indeed.
And you can see him again coming in. It's a beautiful exchange here, really. It's a beautiful exchange. You hit, I hit, and the game continues.
And just like the first set, it started like that. There was only a break at, I think, the 20-point mark.
Yes.
Is when the literally home run started again. 2-1. Doita goes to serve. Laura Isigi, this is hot. A hot semi-finals indeed. It is Japish. Tunataka game moto final.
Sema kama kawaida, let's go Mapozi. Mapozi tunajua ni nani. Now we know. These Bosire twins have each a nickname. This one is Kapienga. On the commentary desk, and we have Mapozi on court.
Well, I will not confirm or deny those allegations because that is what they are. Allegations. Simply finished. Calvin Omuse.
Nicely blocked. One man. His name is Kamara. No expressions at all.
Zero emotional
Zero expressions on his face.
But wonderful performance nonetheless.
Such a beautiful stop. Blazers versus Prisons results. Felix Mutua, Kenya Prisons won 3-0. And nicely blocked again by Lemoy. The referee thinks that there was an error in setting. We are going to see radical changes in the KDF side, especially in the setting department. Kimtai might come back a little bit early.
Well, the points are
again with the service. This time around it goes out of court. But he is blocked really nicely, Gamonde, and also in the previous set, I think he had 3 consecutive services. Let us know where you're watching from. Today being a Thursday, you know that you could be at work. Wale wameenda Vasha, let us know how the situation is there.
Kamara and everything. Again,
look at that.
Expressionless Kamara.
He just hits you and goes, you know.
Does his thing and walks out of stage.
Walks away. He goes to serve. Kamara. It is in court. It is Kibungei who is stopped this time around by Lemoy. Playing really beautifully, Lemoy.
Indeed, Lemoy is
stopping the powerful hitter, outside hitter for KDF, Agri Kibungei. For the first time that we are seeing such an error in service, but he shrugs it off and waits for the next. And you can see James Ontere, yes. I end up confusing James Ontere and James Mutero.
Well, both names rhyme in some way.
Is it picked nicely? It is Kamara! But there's no one to defend it in the backcourt there. Agri Kibungei playing it well as well in defense. 1 point ahead, KPA.
Easily picked by Doita. Wala literally hits it on the head.
And there are 3 blockers there. It's a 3-man block.
Well, they understand the assignment.
It's like, bring it on, guys. Bring it on. Yeah.
And he did hit that ball above the block.
Above the blocks, yes.
That goes to show how high he goes.
Is he able to convert this service?
It's a jump
Wala
serve.
Chris
Again, goes out of court.
sends it out of court.
I think the second one in this set going out of court. And Agri goes to
Kibunge
serve.
with a
He goes to
service.
serve.
Lemoy there places it just wittingly because they were expecting that he would drain in hard. But he sort of just dodges it behind that block line. And they are 2 points ahead. KPA. Keep Kemboy, John. You're saying may the best team win. So far, we haven't seen Titus Kibet coming in to replace Elijah Bosira. I think that department is still working well. Oh,
Well defended. Is it going to be a point? Owala again.
Defended? Yes, they are able to defend
Well,
it.
it's simple finish.
Oh, they are going to regret
Bosire.
doing that. They are going to definitely. Oh, again.
Unfortunately, he attempts to dodge it, but
It is still in play. It is actually blocked out this time around.
well, that dodge
was
costly.
though it should have just went in hard because there was no one there to defend. It was just one man. Kondom Kali. And it's a net serve by KDF. Elijah Bosira goes to serve.
9-7.
Kondom Kali unasema this game has forced you to down your gun to watch the good friends from both teams play. Yes, it is an overreach by the setter KDF, who's just come off the service court. Mkali unasema KPA leo wako fire. Let me join Kapienga. Now he's added Kanini. That ball lands fair and square on their side of the net. Maxwell not able to convert that. Yeah, nasema let me join Kanini to cheer my pose.
Well, clearly I'm going to leave this commentary desk with a lot of names.
You
From the
have
look of things.
quite a number of names now.
I do have a number of names.
By the time we get to Sunday, yeah?
Clearly we have 3 more days. A lot of time there.
Nicely done there by the waiter. Oh, I think he crossed the line. 3 points ahead, KPA.
KPA maintaining the lead.
Wanjala Edwick anasema he's watching from Mombasa. Anasema KPA will do it both in the semis and also in the finals. We wait and see. But they are in a very good trajectory, KPA.
Indeed they are. Duncan Wambeye, where is Omolo?
Molo is waiting for his turn.
Yes, he did feature in the first set.
Yes, he did play the first
Briefly
set.
on court. He is around, so you do not have to worry.
Expect that he will definitely show up. Though it with an expensive mistake there, but they are 2 points clear, so I think it's not an excuse, but
It's not as costly.
not as costly. Owala picks
Owala.
it. It is Kamara. And there is a net touch there
Very
by
strong
Agri
attacks by
Kibunge.
Kamara.
He hasn't yet been able to show up for his team enough. Like we have gotten used to seeing him play, Agri Kibunge. But
Kibunge started strong during the initial stages of the first.
Yes,
I don't know
yes.
where that fire went.
yeah.
Probably the likes of Kamonde stopped him. So
Yeah, you have Gamonde on the other end, and you have
Indeed.
Kamara who is raining hard on you. And Kelly Omuse beats that defense line there. Do we have other comments? Aha. Watching from Europe, Faith Nafula. You're saying KPA should win. Is it Europe? Kapienga is laughing.
Well, I'm not sure about
controlling
that.
her laughter here, so we wait to see.
There was a cross. Lemoy might have crossed the net.
Miruka, you're saying Brian is very reliable, and you're saying that Kamara is yet to get to his clinical best. But yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Getting better as the game progresses. Ongwae Eric, you're watching from Nakuru all the way to KPA. You're saying you're not seeing Mogeni. Mogeni is just on the touchline, but he's not changed. But at least Kamara and Omolo are featuring for their sides. They're not able to defend Agri Kibunge this time around.
Well, the scores margins have been reduced to just a points lead by KPA.
Whether they're going to be able to defend that, we wait and see. Agri Kibunge with an ace.
Is it a jump serve or a float serve? It was a float serve.
Well,
Steve
it's 14 ups.
Opio, all the best to Anabandari. Benjamin is watching from the Supreme Court of Kenya. Wish well KDF, but they have to work harder. Indeed, they do. You see, they're trying to be witty there. Kibunge. Well, that's a classical finish. That's a very, very classical finish. Nobody anticipated an attack.
Give away those easy ones. And even Bosire did not expect that it would be a quick ball like that. KDF back to the lead. Whether they are going to maintain that lead is another thing. But so far they've been able to cover the points that KPA were leading with. It's Kamara spinning it.
An error in setting there.
Goes out of court.
It was actually touched.
Oh, there is a touch.
There was a touch by Doita there in his desperate attempt to dodge that ball because it looked like it was flying out of court. KDF
clear. KDF. Watu wa Karen, karibuni sana. Better living with Debbie. Asante sana. Benson Juguna, you're watching from Lamu. Asante sana kwa kuungana nasi. Kemei, you are watching from Nairobi. If you are around, fika hapa Nyayo Stadium. Benjamin Sang, ndiye unasema unawatch kutoka Supreme Court. Asante sana. Kelvin Mwangi, you're saying Team Prisons? Team Prisons already played. They have secured a place in the finals. So yeah, you wait for the finals. Vincent Mwanzia, you're saying you're in UK and you need a jersey for TVC. Just on the side of the screen, there are details on how you can secure one for yourself and your loved ones. So fanya ile kitu and we will get you your size. So let us know what size you wear, which color you would prefer, and then we'll get to know how to deliver it to you, and the payment details as well. That number that you're seeing there. Kamara reins in hard, beating that blocking line there. Swale Saddam sema KPA all the way. Tazama hiyo, anaweza kukamilisha vema sana Kamara, and he goes to serve. It's Chris Owala.
Chris Owala the service. Chris Owala is serving again. The jump serve. Is it on court today? It is. There was a
plays it by the antenna.
Agri Kibunge.
And they are back to equal terms.
16.
Jameson Tere there, calm and collected.
Well,
because
rather
the boys are playing.
Surprising for him. He's
yes.
a man of many words. The direct opposite of Kamara. He was known
Another one by Owala. They are not able to defend it this time around.
Lemoy not knowing what to do in the air.
17-16. Whoever gets to 20th. Oh, okay, everyone got it. Agri Kibunge with the service. You want to avoid as many mistakes as possible.
Doita
there. It is
ball is still in play. He is going to attack it.
And he crosses the line.
Touch the
again,
net.
Hitting the antenna. Maxwell.
17-17.
Cornelius Kipkosgei unasema KDF. Wamefanya nini KDF ama unawasupport wale? Bringing you this live Trailblazers Volleyball Club in Mafro Sports. Tumejitolea kabisa kuhakikisha kwamba
well set by
kuletea mechi hizi. Doita again with a very expensive mistake. We might actually see Omolo coming in
for Doita
in a bit. Been very indecisive in the way he finishes.
For Omolo to warm up.
And you see Enoch Mogeni there having a conversation with the coach.
Kamara again.
Enoch Mogeni having a conversation with James Ontere. Because you want to cement your win. You want to cement your position.
Indeed, and that will happen with this second set.
Yeah.
Should they take this second set, they will be better placed to win this match.
Yes.
If they lose it, then KDF will come in strong and hard.
And you do not want that.
You do not want that to happen.
Rebel Simiyu, you're saying KDF go. I think it's 18 ups, if I'm not wrong. The scoreboard. It actually hits the tape. Just pins out of court. Kelvin Omuse there.
Should be now 20.
Should be 19. It's 19.
19,
18.
18.
Yeah.
Very smart set there by the setter. They attack
Kamara.
so much. Kamara
Raiding in hard, and they are actually the first ones to step in to the finals. Mika Miruka, you're saying for a neutral in the stadium, you want a 5-set match. This is too thrilling. Yeah. We also want that. We also want the 5-setter. We do not want this to end very quickly. But again, the players on court are the ones who are going to decide.
And dusted as soon as possible.
Yeah.
That is a risk that most teams would not want to have. Francis Neritu, Kenya Prisons, as an opposite. And a stout fan for KDF, if I'm not wrong. Well, you can confirm or deny those allegations.
I always thought that was an S from Elijah Bosire. Yeah.
There's an injury.
There is
an injury.
Possible injury.
Is there an injury? We don't know.
It's a common ball.
Or was it tactical? Well, seems that Kamonde's knee landed on Doita's head. Well, that was tactical.
Coach there.
That was tactical.
Coach Aliwa.
That was tactical.
Wondering what is happening.
It doesn't seem to be as serious as it looks, according to the captain opposing that. Well, it looks like it was a tactic used by Doita, the experienced Doita, to slow down that match. It was a point. It would have rather been a point for KDF.
Ball there and,
well, we accepted and move on according to.
Yeah, because there's no one who's been given that point unless you're saying you're giving away the advantage, the momentum that
Either way, the referee's decision is final. Well, there must be. Well, he is trying, the referee. Rather adamant to go back to the court. The tensions are running high, necessitating that timeout.
Coach decides to calm them down. Benjamin San. John Munene is saying that the video, that Kamara is like Haaland.
He is like Haaland.
He's the Haaland of volleyball.
Doing his thing.
Just move on.
Just moving on.
No pressure, no nothing.
Clearly, mambo imechemka. And a lot of tension running high right here. It's
2018. Elijah Bosire Nicely
Easily
picked up
picked by Toita, I think.
Toita, it is
Kamara.
And
Net
there's a net
touch.
touch by Maxwell for KDF again. And they go to 21 KPA. It's 21-18.
Osire still at the service area. Another challenge at the referee's position. Well, that player really trying the referee's patience.
Yeah, and you
We
see
don't know.
if a red card is issued, then that point would go to Kenya Ports. Maxwell there reining in hard, beating Gamonde at that defense. Gamonde and Doita, look at that.
A service for KDF standing at 19-21 KPA. Simple serve, easily picked.
It is Gamonde who finishes it, and it's 22
19.
for KPA, 19 KDF.
There seems to be a break in the tie in the past set and this particular set once
At the 20th
match
mark. Yes.
hits the 20th,
Yes.
20th mark.
Chris Owala steps out, replaced by Omolo.
Well, we had a fan asking for Molo. There you have it.
There you have him.
Molo is on court.
Kamara,
Very tall.
tall
very
and mighty, dominating in that sector. That dodge couldn't cross that net because of his height. I think Prisons Kenya are scratching their heads now,
Trying
seeing
to figure
as
out.
KPA are coming in rather quickly to the finals.
Ball is too low. Oh.
Omolo there is not able to salvage that.
And quite a smart move by that center blocker for KDF. The ball was too low. He tried his best to make sure that he gets a point, and he did. Mwirore.
Omolo stopped there by that block line. Nicely blocked. Or is it that it crossed the other side? I don't know.
It did not cross.
It did
the
not
other
cross. So
side.
it's 21-23. Maxwell with a
21.
service. I think Kamara will be the one to finish this. Look at
Well
that.
said. Kamara as always.
And yes, beats
Goes out of court.
he beats the defenders there, the blockers, beats the libero in the backcourt, sending his team to the set point.
And you really have to love the way he attacks that ball. Very minimal space left at the line,
Yes.
and he uses that.
Brian Gamonde
very
sends it
well.
out of court. It's 22-24. It will be Kamara again to finish this.
It
You
will be
can
Kamara to
take that
finish
to
this.
the bank.
Or as we have earlier seen, also Lemoy.
Or Lemoy,
Lemoy
yes.
has
They do another
done
change
well for
to
himself.
bring in Mika Lagat. The other set he replaced, I think he replaced Maxwell in the other set.
he did replace Maxwell at
but
the
yeah,
first
so-
set. Well, this set will be a deciding factor for the easily picked by Toita. Kamara, like
Kamara
I said.
goes in to finish it.
There's nothing much they could
It's
do, unfortunately.
25-22.
The infrastructure of the indoor arena cannot allow any much of anything really to be done once the ball gets out of court. Well, it's a 25-23, a point shy of the previous set. A win
Yeah, but
for KPA
within
nonetheless.
the 25-point mark
Indeed,
this time around.
indeed.
Because the other one went to 26.
It's actually 22-25.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to KPA for taking the second set. We wait to see whether KDF will fight harder. I think
can-
also a lot of complaints to the referee really threw them off.
Yeah, and you
This
see,
set.
they are a disciplined force. So we really shouldn't be seeing some of these things. Because I remember in one of the legs, I think it was the setter, throwing the ball towards
Indeed,
the referee
indeed.
and things like that. It sort of gets you losing your momentum. Here are the statistics.
Well, here are the statistics of the second set. KPA taking it once again, 25-22.
Oh yeah.
And attacks were having a tie at 11 points each. Blocks again a tie at 3 points each. Service ace we're having 1 for KDF and none for KPA this time round. Opponents errors we are having 11 for KPA and 7 for KDF. It really comes out clearly that a lot of errors happened on the side of KDF, costing them this second set. It wasn't the same in the first set. There was a lot of ties even in those particular areas.
Yeah.
But a win for KPA nonetheless. KPA have to against nil for KDF. If they do not take this set, KDF, then they can bid bye-bye to the
And yeah, thank you so much. We're going to take another short commercial break. I'm being informed that we have something for you. So if you want to buy the Trailblazers kits, just stay tuned right now. We are taking a short break. We'll be back with the third set.
And we're back with the third set. I don't know whether this is going to be the third and final set of the second semi-final match. The Paul Bitok. Oh, nice save by Sam Juma there. The Paul Bitok International Tournament here at the NYAYO Indoor Arena. A lot of people still trickling in, probably anticipating a thriller final. Well, KP have 2 sets. KDF are yet to get a set despite their fight. We're seeing that from the margins of the sets that have ended. You're gone.
I mean, whoever is going to avoid mistakes here will win it. So far, KPA have demonstrated that even if they are 2-3 points down, they can come back. So it is 3 areas. Very nice reception, coordinated defense, coordinated blocks, and then also you have to give it to Bosire Elijah there with very clinical setting. So yeah, and also the services are actually sending the receivers on the other side of the net.
Seems
Do we have a net?
He did cross the net. I'm not sure he expected that ball. It looked like it was going to the center blocker, but it went too fast. I don't know whether it was a tactic of the setter or just a plain mistake, but indeed it has earned KPA a
I thought
point.
it's 3-1.
Well, let's wait and see.
Yes, it's 3-1.
Correction.
The referee, I mean, the fans are very present. They are alive, they are present in this space. So they know when there is an error.
Really keen on every move, really.
Maxwell picks it up. It is Maxwell. Gamonde there trusted Chris Owala to be able to defend that on his own. But Maxwell has gone in deep. 3-2. Maxwell with a service. Now easily picked up by Chris Owala. Oh, it is still
well
in play.
covered by
Chris
the
Owala now sends that ball.
well,
bouncing off.
that point, Kamara, that point belongs to Kamara.
Yes,
for his
the
height,
save.
he really
Yes,
covers well.
yes.
It's rare to see in the men's matches a man diving for a ball unless he
It
is a libero player.
Yes, yes.
Well, that is rather a pleasant surprise.
Really nicely done. Nicely done by Kamara there. Brian Gamonde goes to serve. Look at the way he does that. It is Omuse. And Chris Owala gives away that point.
Really feeling that mistake.
Yeah. Kenya Defence Forces with a service. Bungay taking advantage of that overpass. That was
4-4.
I can almost predict that today will end with 3.
One
Nicely
solid
blocked.
block.
Very solid block, that one. It is Josephat Karanja who is the influential one here. 5 for KDF. KPA 4. Wala again.
The ball,
That ball actually just landed
it
back
did land
into
right behind
right
him.
behind him. He thought that it went out of court.
The score
Go
stand
ahead
at
2
6-4
points.
for seeing a case where Omolo might just come back on court.
Pretty early.
It hasn't been quite the day for Chris
Though
Owala.
Even though it
Even though it
but
not
I
as much.
I like, you know, it's an unusual sense of calm and collectedness from James Ontere there. He's trusting, even if, you know, they are giving away points, he's still trusting in his players to, you know, pick themselves up.
Indeed.
And play. But I can see that they are instructing, I think it is Titus.
Kamara,
Oh, that was
very
quite
instrumental.
Heavy for Agri. Quite heavy for Agri, the setter there. And his defense line could not help. So Kamara beat Agri in the blocking defense, Agri Kibunge. Also beat Agri, the setter, in this other end, the backcourt.
well picked.
It is Kibunge.
Bungay
And he
hitting
plays
it
it off
off
of the hands of Lemoy.
It's Elijah actually Bosire who blocks that ball. He really is taking advantage of the height.
3 points ahead.
3
It's Kelvin
points
Omuse
ahead.
with a service.
Sam
Nicely picked
Juma.
up. It is Kamara. It is still in play thanks to Doita. And it is
Owala.
Owala who
It's a block out.
sends that out off of the hands of one Josephat Karanja.
The scores stand at 8 for KDF and just 6 for KPA.
I'm certain they can still pull a comeback, going by what they've been able to do so far.
KPA, I think, specialize well in the finishing. They really finish strong.
Yes, Chris
They may
Owala.
not have, again.
Ball goes out of court.
Well, he really hasn't served any ball on court today.
He did when he just, you know,
If I could
faked that
count
jump,
the
because it's just one, I think, that
And
has
it was a
landed on court.
spin.
Yes, it was a spin.
well, Agri goes
Agri
to serve
Kibunge goes to serve, leading by 3 points. KDF.
and maintaining that lead for a better part of the first
Nicely picked up by
part of the
Lemoy.
set. An error in reception, sending the ball
And
simply across the
this
net.
time around, Maxwell.
Well, is it a point for KPA?
Looks
don't
like
know.
it's a point
It is
for
a point for
KPA.
KPA. 7-9.
That ball did not cross the net.
It looks like it did not go across. Lemoy.
Nicely blocked. Are they going to defend it again? Yes, they are. That ball.
It did not.
Oh, it actually crossed. Yeah. Taking advantage of the height of one Bosira there. 3 points.
3 points lead.
Are they able to pull a comeback? We wait and see. KPA need to be able to convert those points because there's been an error in
And
the
that
way.
was one wonderful set.
Nicely blocked. And then Kelvin almost sent it
Now
out of
that
court.
is excitement.
That
That
is
was
excitement,
purely
yes.
excitement. He wanted to have a clean ball and hit it very strongly on the ground, but I think he put in too much power and sent it out of court.
Agree. No.
Costly.
That's a costly one.
Very
It's a
costly
very
mistake.
costly mistake because you have Agri Kibungei there who has a lot of power. And
Yet to choose to.
yeah, wondering why the libero is complaining, yet that point is theirs.
Well,
They bring back Omolo to replace
the
Chris
libero still
Owala.
going to the referee's area despite having that point.
I wonder why that
Leaves
is.
you wondering what exactly is the
Omolo
deal.
picks it.
Well,
It is
sir.
Kamara. He
Goes
sends
out.
That. Oh, he actually hit it out of court.
Hit it out of court.
For once, I
making
thought that there was a
well
touch out.
paid. Well,
The
I
first
think he
time
was smart
KDF
enough to remove his hands.
Yeah. The first
Right
time they
in
lead
time.
by 4 points, KDF. They're able to also defend.
Is it outside?
Sends it
I
out
think
of
it
court.
was
Maxwell.
too far from the net for him to make any difference, despite the fact that there were no hands in the air to block that ball.
3
Toita
points.
serving for KPA. We have seen them trail with the similar points in the past.
Nicely blocked. But the
Well-
referee says that there was a net touch. He cannot believe it.
He actually indicates that a player crossed the line.
So who crossed the line? Yeah.
Quite
Seems to
disappointing
be a
for
challenge on that side of the officiating department, and both sides of the teams now have actually raised complaints there. Brian Gamonde with a very quick finish. 3 points.
3 points lead.
Brian Gamonde at the service court. Samoe picks it up.
Ball is still in play. Again,
They're not able to defend
14-10.
that. They might need to do other changes. Kenya Ports Authority. We might be seeing some changes in the middle department there. Toita again going to have a conversation with the referee. I don't know if it's with regards to the previous point, but yeah, they're able to pick it up nicely. It is it is Omolo.
Well, the ball goes out of court once again.
Yeah.
5 solid points ahead.
Sends it out of court. Omolo. I think he's trying to evade the wall that is there. Omolo again. This time around he beats Kelvin Omuse. Still KDF leading by 4 points.
Not quite the reception that was expected. Rotich Dev is anticipating a 5 set.
Ayuela coming in to help with the blocks there.
Well
in
defended.
play.
Whoa.
Still in court. Kibunge. The first attempt was nicely blocked, but now that he over-received that.
Again, we're back to the 5 points lead.
16-11.
Very solid lead. Ball is still in play. Kelvin Omuse. Well picked by Kamara.
And it is Kamara who finishes it. But it isn't enough. They go to 17-11. KDF have picked up the pace that they have so much sought from the beginning of this match. With a 6-point lead now. Muse with that service. Ayuen with a rather clinical and quick finish.
Unfortunately, somebody did cross the line.
Yes.
Well, back
making
to
another
5 points
change
lead.
to bring in Titus Kibet KPA to replace Elijah Bosire, who has so far won the 2 sets. I sort of feel like they should have done that change earlier.
Probably the coach
Omolo.
foreseeing the fact that it's going to be impossible to pick this set, so he's resting his players.
6-point lead KDF thanks to Omolo's service error.
Another error.
Another error again. Koita playing it.
It's a blockout.
It's a blockout. They had seen it. They were not able to defend it.
19-12.
19 KDF, 12 KPA. They might break my prediction of 3-0 wins. They give away this set, Kenya Ports Authority.
Really, really possible for that to happen.
Yeah,
Seeing the
margins,
margins
they have
there.
a very comfortable lead. If they're able to give that away, then really they would have given away this set.
While you're seeing the KCB players coming to support their male counterparts in the volleyball world here after a sterling performance last weekend against Kenya Pipeline.
Yes. They played really well.
They did play well.
The bankers played really, really well.
It was rather unexpected, the comeback.
Yeah.
Very unexpected.
19-12, 7 points clear. And another 6 points to the end of the match. Of the set, rather. Molo picks it up. Kamara.
Ball is still in play. Well set.
Doita is the one who sends it out of court.
It's a challenge.
There is a challenge there, and the referee is being asked
What exactly
happened.
The ball seems to have not gone across the net.
Nicely picked. Ayuen is the one who finishes it rather quickly. And it is 7 points again between the two teams, with, of course, KPA at the 20-point mark. Such a comfortable lead. And you have a side that has gained quite a lot of courage. And that, I think, is the game changer for the KDF side. Just Fat Karanja. Loita picks it, and now it is Gamonde who finishes that off. 7 points still. Make another change, KPA, bringing back Jeffrey Jeff to assist in the defense. Titus Kibet serving.
Ball is still in play.
Who is it? It is Jeffrey Jeff who goes in rather simply.
Well said. Oh,
You do not want
unfortunately.
to give away balls like that. Ever.
Ever.
That was a very easy finish by Molo, and this is going to be quite a margin compared to the first two sets that
A
we've seen.
major one. A major one. We have not
Major
seen.
margin.
I think basically so far, both matches combined, we have not seen such margins
Yeah.
in any of the sets.
Molo picks it, and it's a one-man block. Stopping Kamara. Let's see if it actually goes out. So that point is for KPA.
Does it?
Yeah, it actually goes out of play.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
It's a blocked out.
15-22.
15-22. 7 points still.
7 solid points. Very, very big margin there.
Jeff.
Again,
Maxwell spins it.
they will need to make a
Sam Juma.
point.
And Kamara is the one with that finish. Again beating Kelvin Omuse. Look at that. Expected that he would go to the line, but he hits it on the diagonal, the longer stretch. 6 points. Such a point of disadvantage for KPA to be at this point. The Maxwell sends the team back to 7 points.
23-16. That should be, yes, indeed. 7 points.
Maxwell
Very decisive win here.
played really well today, Maxwell.
It's too low.
What a
It's
set.
too low.
It's too low for Gamonde to make a difference with.
Set point 24-16.
16. Quite a margin.
Should they get this point? It's going
8
to be
points. Almost similar to what happened in the first set between Trailblazers and Kenya Prisons.
an ace.
And it is an ace at the very last point of this set. We're going to bring you the stats in a bit. Those are 9 points clear. Such a margin. Kenya
Major,
Ports
major
Authority
margin.
have to recollect themselves, be able to win this if they want to. Otherwise, we are going to see a 5-set thriller.
Indeed,
If they play this the way they have
anything
played
like
the set,
they played the
the third
previous
set.
set.
25 KDF, 16 KPA. For those who are asking about Mogeni, you have seen him there having a conversation with his colleagues there. They should have done better, but that is the way it has been. He has the stats.
KDF won this set 25-16. Attacks were having 11 each side. Blocks were having 5 for KDF against none for KPA. Service ace were having 2 again for KDF against nothing for KPA, and 7 opponents errors for KDF against 5 of KPA. This is the first set that has been won quite decisively. KPA not quite putting up a fight in this third set of the match. Remember, this is the second semi-final match of the Paul Bitok International Tournament here at the NYAYO Indoor Arena. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for making time.
Yes, and while we take a short break ahead of the fourth set, just do not go too far. We will have details on your screen for how you can get replica kits for Trailblazers Volleyball Club. So yeah, do not go too far.
And we're back with the fourth set of the second semi-final match at the Bitok International Tournament, featuring Kenya Ports Authority and Kenya Defence Forces. Kenya Defence Forces has just taken the third set, 25-16. KPA still leading with 2 sets, having taken the first 2 sets. The first point going to KPA. Easily picked. Again, the ball is out of court. 2 points KPA. KDF are yet to get a point. Simply picked by Toita. Busire. Molo attacks it, but it seems to be out of court, giving KDF their first point of this set. Was it? Oh, a very solid block by KDF right there. There seems to be an error in reception by KPA. 2-2 are the scores right here. Very strong attack by Kamonde there, giving KPA the third point. Molo goes to serve. Kamara, Kamonde and Toita at the front court defense line. Another point, 4-2. Very lucky serve there, seeing as it hit the tape of the net before crossing over to the opponent's side. Well served by Omolo. An error in blocking there. Well, another serve by KDF. The points stand at 3-4. Easily picked by Omolo. Bosire sets it. Kamonde hits it. It seems to be a challenge. There was a touch on that ball. We take a look at the replay. Indeed, there was. What will be the decision of the referee? He maintains that the point goes to KDF, equalizing at 4-4. Well picked again. Kamara. Very powerful hit there. There seems to be an improvement in the coordination on the side of KDF. Toita still consulting with the referee. I think, considering that easily picked. Solid block by Toita and I end there of KPA. The score stand at 6-4 in favor of KPA. Well served by Kamonde. Well picked by Omolo. Unfortunately, there was a net touch by the KPA side. The score standing at 6-5. A simple service picked by Omolo. Kamara.
Kamara has been really clinical today, beating the likes of Agri Kibungei there and Josephat Karanja.
Very technical.
Played really well, really well, Kamara.
Well, they still maintain the lead at 7-5. Kamara serving again. Almost a replica of what happened earlier on. There was an touch. Yes, there was an touch. Or was it across? Did cross the net. Making it 8-5 in favor of KPA. Taking quite the lead. Another issue between the captain KDF and the first referee Judith Tarus. Well served. An error in reception. Goes out of court. 9-5. 9-5 in favor of KPA.
And it's
The
a timeout by
coach,
the KDF side.
yes, the coach Elisha Aliwa taking that much needed timeout. It's been what, 4 consecutive points gained by KPA. KDF are not known to be good in making comebacks in their matches, especially when a team goes ahead with a lot of points. Well, that is subject to change. We wait and see.
Yeah. They were able to pull quite, like they were able to pull away in the previous set, yeah? And in fact, they were from behind. So, anything is possible, but as it stands, KPA have a 4-point lead.
Very dangerous for them to stay in the lead. An ace! An ace.
Beautiful ace from Kamara.
Changing a totally different, taking a different direction with his service. He has been seen to be serving majorly in the diagonals. This line serve not expected by another serve. Well picked by Omolo. Toita trying to be smart. Another attack. This time round it falls flat onto the ground, making it 6 KDF 10. There's a change for KDF. Kelly at the service courts. Well picked by Omolo again.
Very nice finish there by Match Ayuen Mayen. So the middle blocking area is working really well for KPA side. When it comes to attacking, you have Brian Gamonde there, and even I mean in blocking, and then now in doing those attacks, quick finishes, quick kills. You have Ayuen as well. Nice finish by Josephat Karanja.
Miruka, you're saying when Ayuen is finally allowed to play in this league, this is not a league match, this is a tournament. It was actually slated to be played sometime last month, I believe, but due to the bereavement in volleyball by seeing as the late Kioni left us just minutes into the final day that was meant to be played, the final matches of this particular tournament, it was moved to this particular day. KPA standing at 13-7 KDF. Kamonde barely blocking that ball, barely.
I think he had left it to Omolo there, but he slipped and couldn't defend that better. Just what Karanja with the service for KDF. Omolo picks it up. Is it Gamonde? It is
Gamonde, indeed.
The man.
Whoa!
Oh, there is a net touch by Maxwell.
Very disappointing there.
Agri. Yeah, it is Maxwell. And they are not happy, KDF. I think the libero there is telling them to continue with the match because I think he saw that. Look at those services by Bosire, and I think Ayuen as well tried something like that. So that quick 3 ball there by Agri, beating Omolo in his own game. Quite a comfortable lead for KPA, 5 points.
5 points lead. The opposite.
Almost the opposite of what we saw in the previous set.
With this time round, KDF was leading 5 points. I beg your pardon.
Omolo picks it up. It is Gamonde, the libero. Samuel picks it up. Oh, what an easy way! What an easy ball to give away. It is Omolo now, and there is another net touch, but still they had already gotten that point. 15-9. 6 points now.
Well, finally we can see Omolo playing as he should. The indoor arena packed to capacity.
Omolo with that jump service, just brushing off the net there. Maxwell.
Well done by Bosire.
Oh,
the height.
Kamara using
well
his height to his advantage, and again. Very calm, collected. Look at the way he does it. The poker face that you are talking about.
He does make it look easy. Well, we have to give it to the
beautiful
KDF
finish.
libero for that effort. Beautiful effort. Unfortunately, it wasn't.
16-9. The margin continues to widen.
There we have the fans
7 points
each
now.
other.
You can see what's his name? Enoch Mogeni cheering his teammates on, smiles and everything. But even as they laugh, Kamara is still with his poker face. I think we just saw a very slight smile there across his face.
Disappeared quite fast.
Just as soon as it appeared, it went back to hiding. But that really has been a solid performance by Kamara.
Indeed it has been.
And you really have to question, if you may, the decision to disallow players who've played in other leagues, even though their matches, the seasons have ended, denying them the chance to play at home. And also considering the fact that you're going to do call-ups to the national team. And you expect the same players to show up for you. Kamara went in too deep.
I think with his height, he jumps so high that he sees the court and decides to hammer it.
5 points. Kamara picks it. It's going to be Kamara for sure. Omolo.
Another block, very solid block.
I actually thought it would go all the way to Doita. They've reduced that to just 4 points. KDF. So timeout by KPA. What are the comments saying?
Well,
Florence?
the comments, most of the viewers rallying behind KPA. Fuad Yusuf saying tumalize hii KPA. Kelix says imeenda hii. Alex Gitahi, all the best KDF, inawezekana. Well, Jepish is kind of challenging your sentiments by saying hakuna kitu possible hapo, ni KPA wanachukua. We are yet to see that. Well, most of them are saying imeenda. Mark Meger, hii imeenda. KPA
Omolo picks it.
Being the favorite.
What's happening?
The boys have decided to block, and blocking they are. 13-16.
3 points between the two teams now.
Just 3 points from the former 6 points.
It is Doita now.
Still in play.
Yes, I thought that would have been the case from
the word go.
The word go, because he's been alone all this while. And you have to give it to Doita, because that, I think, was Bosire should have made that decision quite a long time ago.
Ramonde.
Still in play. Who will set it?
Dangerous
It is
mistake there.
Doita. Oh, there is a net touch. Yes, there is a net touch
There is a net touch.
by KDF, and they are not having any of it.
The KDF
Maxwell is pushing his colleague
bench
there.
is furious.
There seems to be, he almost hurt his colleague Maxwell, and that is a yellow card
It is.
given
Well,
to the KDF side. I don't know who it is
There
specifically.
have been a lot of complaints during this match. Yellow card. They tested the referee way too much. It's now finally costing them. This time round, the referee has stood her ground. Discipline is paramount. Discipline is important. There is really not much that the KDF players can do. The referee standing his ground, deciding that my decision is final. There is no changing it.
It is 18 for
18.
KPA,
13 back to the
13 for KDF.
5-point lead. KDF.
Tensions are running high here, but managed to contain it. The referee standing her ground. She's issued a red card. I mean a yellow card. We'll get to know which player was. And Agri Kibunge is able to get that point off of the hands of Kamara. (14, 18). Doita picks it. Is it Doita? Doita again.
Going to be Doita.
Is it still in play? No, it isn't.
Unfortunately,
The infrastructure denies them the opportunity to bring it back on play. Kelly Omuse coming back. Muya steps out.
well, just a point shy of hitting the 20-point mark.
Yep, and 5 points ahead of the defense forces. Still in
Ball is
play.
still in play.
Doita is the finisher, but
Does it go across the net?
well, he
Well,
anticipated that it would, but it's not enough power. It's not enough power. It's unlike what we've seen him do before.
well, in this particular game, he hasn't quite been aggressive in his attacks,
Sam Juma.
choosing to.
Doita now goes
Ball
out.
is still in play.
Doita.
Juma. Again,
Omuse picks
simple.
Pasta, aka Agri, and it is Ayuen finishes it and celebrates. Rather beautifully done by Ayuen Match Mayen, who so far hasn't been given the opportunity to play in the league. But of course, for the tournament, he has shown a lot of, courage. Considering that he's playing in a league that he hasn't played in before.
Indeed.
He's been playing in the Kusa matches. Doita with the service. Comes all this way. It was picked, yes, but Jeff getting quite a conversation there from the coach. They seem to have done all the substitutions. KPA. There's another yellow card that had been issued.
Probably because of that attempt to make a substitution.
(20 KPA, 16 KDF. Kenya Defense Forces with a service. Is that Maxwell? It's actually Agri Kibunge.
Easily picked.
And it is Ayuen who goes in rather clinically to finish that. Really beautifully match Ayuen Mayen.
Very
Nice
good
set
attack.
again by Jeffrey. Remember he was a setter before he went to play in that opposite outside hitter position. And considering they have done all the substitutions, he is now setting it on behalf of. That was quite an easy ball to give away. Doita and Kamara there should have been the ones to fill in that gap. But be that as it may, KPA are still leading by about
17.
5 points. It's Jeffrey Jeff with the setting there. Someone there. There is a net touch by
another net touch.
Agri.
Very careless mistakes. They are costly mistakes, especially
at a
with
point
the kind
like
of
this.
lead that KPA have. 22-17, just 3 points shy of.
Then
clearly
Jeffrey Jeff comes back. I thought that they had done all their substitutions.
I think it was a case of Boside
to the
going
timing,
to.
yeah? It was the timing in that sense.
Well, 22-17 it is for KPA. 3 points shy of taking this set.
They have given up with this. It is back. Gamonde looks at that space.
Beautiful.
Mid-air actually decides, I had the opportunity of just dunking it.
Why don't I just finish this
there's
out?
a lot of space behind there.
Indeed.
And that is quite encouraging to see. Also, at a very critical stage of the match.
2 points.
Kelly Omuse.
18.
23. At some point I thought Agri had crossed the midline there, because even after the ball had landed, he seemed to be pulling himself from the other side of the court. Nicely picked by Molo.
Not quite. That was.
I almost thought that would be
rather unexpected.
Yeah. It's 19-23.
19-23. KPA are looking for just 2 points.
Sam Juma
receives it this
it
time
is
round.
Omolo and
blockout.
It's a blockout.
Set point for KPA. We might be looking at a 3-1
set
win.
Point. And then they are going to have to take a rest before the next match. They seem to be securing their slot in the finals rather beautifully. KPA.
ADF again.
It's serve out by Omolo. He's yet also to serve on court.
Indeed.
In this match.
Well, they just require.
This is going to be probably
Kamara finishing. No.
It's the end of that match.
KDF decide to finish this match. Congratulations to KPA for taking this match. They secure a position in the finals. We are looking at Prisons Kenya and KPA at the finals. A confirmation of a lot of people's wishes and predictions.
So 26-24 in the first set, 25-22 both to KPA, and then KDF won 25-16, the biggest margin that we've seen so far.
Very decisive.
Before KPA wins their fourth set to end that game at 3-1 at 25-20, securing effectively their place in the finals of this Paul Bitok International Volleyball Tournament. We're going to give you the stats now, Florence. What do you think about that match? But let's have a look at the stats first.
The fourth match, end of the fourth match with KPA 25 against 20 of KDF attacks. We're having 14 KPA and just 12 for KDF blocks. We're having 4 for KDF and 2 for KPA. A couple of blocks that we saw against Omolo there. Service ace KPA had 3 and 0 for KDF. Opponents errors we're having 6 and a 2-point difference at 4 for KDF. Well, congratulations to the Dockers for making it to the finals.
Yes.
Also Kenya Prisons for securing
Kenya
a position
versus Kenya Ports Authority that are going to battle it out for the top prize.
Any predictions?
We are going to take your predictions.
As pertains to the finals, I don't know who's going to take it. Sally Wandawi is saying KPA will take it 3-2.
We wait to
Give
see
us
how that.
your predictions. Give us your favorites. Tell us where you're watching us from. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, from the commentary desk, we want to really thank you. It's been Emmanuel Ligon for TVC alongside the all
Florence
experienced
Osire Kapienga.
Kadogo Kanini Kapienga. And also on behalf of the production team, the entire production team, the ladies and gentlemen on camera, and also right from the production room, Martin Kimwele, we want to thank you so much for joining us and ask you again to be able to subscribe to the channel and stand by for the finals between Kenya Ports Authority and Kenya Prisons from
Climax.
3 p.m. Asanteni sana. And
Keep it locked. Take some water, take some tea. It's rather cold. We wait for the climax of this championship.
bye bye.